Do they strip the paint off of those things?
Never. Just keep painting over them. That's us.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to what is now, except for the wind, is going to be a beautiful evening for Crawfordsville High School baseball tonight. We welcome everybody to our broadcast, a huge Sagamore Conference matchup with Danville. And Aaron, what can you say? It is championship night.
Yeah.
When you're playing for an opportunity to win a share of the conference championship, if that doesn't ratchet your blood pressure up just a little bit, then nothing will.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm sure everybody is stoked to get another shot at the Danville Warriors tonight. It was a good game last time, probably a much closer game than the score would indicate, with the Athenians getting the 6-0 win in extra innings.
Yep.
But
nothing going into it.
It was just nip and tuck the whole way. You know, nobody could. You know, Trent had the bump and did a nice job of keeping any threats at bay, and the kid that pitched for the Warriors just absolutely stifled the Athenian bat. So we'll see tonight. I think you mentioned, Jeff, we've got somebody working the bump for the Warriors tonight. That's
very inexperienced.
Yep.
You were talking about all that, all the big pitching matchup. Well, Crawford's got Chase Dowell going. It seems like every time I show up, Chase Dowell is pitching, but he'll bring his 8-1 record and 0.77 ERA. We'll talk a little bit more about him in a moment. But the Warriors really a surprise to me, Aaron, and this possibility this young man has been injured or who knows what. But Max Schumacher is making his second appearance, his second start of the season. He has thrown 5. He has thrown 5 innings this year in that one appearance for Danville. He's allowed 1 hit. He struck out 8 in those 5 innings. So he certainly had a great outing.
Just a sophomore.
So he's certainly going to be one of those guys we certainly will keep an eye on, and we'll see what the Crawfordsville Bats can do with him. And as a tradition, we're going to go ahead and turn things over here to Dave Raynard, here the voice of the system at the Athenian Complex, and we'll let him introduce all of the starters for both teams. We'll get the national anthem in, and then you'll hear our dulcet tones for the next couple of hours.
All right, here we go.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 13, Taryn Lawson. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 14, Gavin Hensley. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 15, Nick Johnson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 22, Isaac McGregor. McGregor will be hitting for starting pitcher, number 9, Max Schumacher. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 5, Colin Rutan. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 18, Mark Broderick. The Warriors are coached by Mr. Pat O'Neill. And now, the starting lineup for your Crawfordsville Athenians. Leading off the shortstop, number 8, Trent Johnson. Batting second, the left fielder, number 5, Carson Scott. Batting third, the right fielder, number 27, Big Caden Jones. Batting fourth, the starting pitcher, number 23, Chase Dowell. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 20, Josh Blackburn. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 4, Peyton Adney. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 12, Cale Wendland. Wendland will be hitting for starting catcher, number 11, Owen Bennett. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 21, Will Kellerman. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 2, Brendan Dowell. Your teams are coached by Mr. John Froge. He's assisted by Mr. Rhett Welliver, Mr. Tony Bean, Mr. Tom McCoy, Mr. Joe Hobson, Mr. Connor Smith, and Mr. Brandon Froge. Today's umpires are Mr. Eric Erb and Mr. Lance Welsh. At this time, fans, would you please rise, jump over your caps as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
Gotta get a better angle for the camera. Pole covers the flag every time. It's got a weird flow.
Let's play Athenian baseball.
And just to give credit where credit is due, that's Dante Pete doing the public address work tonight. So Dave Rayner must have had a job commitment or something like that. But Dante does a great job, as we were talking during the introductions. He's actually going to be graduating this spring, heading to school to study, possibly broadcast journalism or something like that. So we wish him nothing but the best luck. He'll find out the goods and bads of this job quickly enough. So, all right. This Danville team, 11-7 overall, 7-3 in the Sagamore Conference. One of the two teams that are still within striking distance of this Crawfordsville squad, who is undefeated at 10-0 in the Sagamore. Again, Crawfordsville tonight, with a win, can clinch at least a share of the championship of the conference, and it will knock Danville out of it. The only other team that would be left would be Tri-West. They are not playing conference action tonight. Tri-West, I believe, I wrote it down. Tri-West has got, hold on.
So I might still have them up on Max Prep. So I was actually looking at their schedule as well.
I've got it on the conference stuff here. Tri-West is at Frankfort Monday they at Frankfort Monday, have Frankfort at home Tuesday, and then they still have a game with Lebanon late next week.
Yeah,
so whether that's a makeup or that's the tail ender of the season, I'm not sure. But that's their 3 games left. No matter what happens, they've got to win out, and Crawfordsville has got to lose out in order to put them in that hunt for the Sagamore Conference Championship. Crawfordsville won the Sagamore last year with a 13-1 record. As I mentioned, they're 10-0 this year, taking the field tonight here on a high sun night. A few fluffy clouds in the scattered around. Wind looks like, by the outfield fences, looks like it's blowing straight in. The big American flag, though, looks like it's blowing a little bit more towards right field.
Yeah, from the feel of things, it feels like it. And you look at the net here behind the base home plate here too, and it's like a big sail coming at us. So.
Sure is. On the hill for Crawfordsville is Chase Dowell, making his 11th appearance of the season. It's his 8th start overall. He is 8-1 on the year. He does have a save. He's a 0.77 ERA. He's thrown 45 innings, allowed only 24 hits, only 14 runs, 5 of them earned for that 0.77 ERA. A almost 6-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 10 walks, 56 Ks, 7 hit batters on the season. And the first pitch to Reese Johnson is in, just a little bit down. It's off for ball. So Johnson is a .418 hitter. Takes a cut at number 2 and drifts it high out towards Blackburn, who will bring it down. Danville, one of the few teams that has that has a better batting average overall as a team than does Crawfordsville. The Warriors are hitting .343. Crawfordsville hitting now .301 on the season. So there are certainly some guys here on this Danville team that can do some damage at the plate. Next up is Logan Smith. He's a .375 hitter. He's a first pitch swinger, and he drifts one out high to right field. The sunglasses are on everybody out there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep, and Jones comes down with a pretty easy F9.
3 pitches, 2 outs.
That's right. That's
like
right.
That.
Jackson Wynn is next up for this Danville squad. He's another .400 hitter. He's a .407 hitter, 24 hits on the season, 8 runs scored. The one difference, Aaron, in looking at up and down the Danville stats, they got some guys with some really good batting averages, and as a team have a great batting average. Another first swing. We're not going to get through any of these graphics here, or these stats. Here's a 6-3. And 4 pitches in Danville is out of this thing. So just finish up that one quick thought. They have not scored nearly the runs that Crawfordsville has scored. They got a great batting average, but they have not put nearly as many runs up on the board. So that's the difference, and that's what you got to do. You know what? You got to have to, and if you're going to do some first pitch swinging against Chase Dowell, you better put the ball where fielders aren't, because this kid only gets a little bit better as he gets going.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what we saw the other night when we were here. Was as the game progressed, Chase got stronger and stronger. At least from the eyeball test up here. Yeah, but I'm not surprised by the good batting averages. These guys were aggressive against Trent when we saw him the first time, and I think that's probably indicative of good athletics and everything like that. Just coming out there, and if they see a pitch, they're going to go get it.
Well, and you mentioned also that some of the Tri-West guys, you had worked with and seen in some summer programs.
Right.
You've got to figure that a bunch of these guys, as close to Indianapolis as they are, working a lot of summer programs. A lot of these guys have seen, some non-high school action. It's a pretty high competitive level.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that they had a dedicated travel program for the Danville kids when they were younger, before they worked them up into the bigger travel systems. The Danville Chiefs were a team that we used to play every once in a while when I was coaching travel ball, when the guys were 10, 11, 12 years old, and so that's and then I'm sure they've the Hurricanes and some of the other teams over there that they've been involved with that, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. So. Yes, indeed. So the Athenians are going to send pretty much the same starting lineup or same batting lineup as we've seen every game this year. It'll be Trent Johnson, Carson Scott, Caden Jones, the first three. Then it'll be Chase Dowell hitting in the cleanup spot. Josh Blackburn behind him. Peyton Abney batting in the sixth spot. And then it'll be Cale Wendelin, as we were talking about, leading the team, and with 12 plunks, and only a couple away from getting closer to tying a team school record. Yeah. After Cale will be Will Kellerman, and then it'll be Brendan Dowell to round up the batting order before we start all over again. So we'll see if the Athenians can put more than a 0 up in the first 6-7 innings than they did against Danville the first time up. But you know what? These are the first and second place teams in the Sagamore Conference, so I'm fully expecting a pretty darn high quality.
Yeah, I think we'll see good baseball all the way around, but I would like to see the guys come out and be aggressive with the bats. Maybe with this kid being a little bit younger, not having a lot of varsity experience, rattle him here a little bit, and see what else they can throw at us. But definitely want to see him be aggressive and put the ball in play.
Yep. Johnson takes a strike. He's a .406 hitter on the season. Gets a cut at the second one. See if Coach Froge does come up with that.
Still got the hands.
Still does. 28 hits for Trent, 5 doubles, 1 triple. Got his first home run of the season a couple nights ago against Southmont.
Yeah, pretty much did it all in that game.
Sure did.
Strikeouts, got the win, got the home
Ks.
run.
Yep, yeah. Put him over 100 Ks for the season. There's
That's
a drive.
A shot.
Well, I'll tell you, if the wind wasn't there.
It's still down.
Yep, it's down.
He's hustling in. He's legging it.
Yep.
Stand-up double.
Stand-up double.
Nice job for Trent.
6th two-base hit of the season for Trent. Puts the leadoff hitter at second base for Crawfordsville. 3 pitches into this thing. Carson Scott next up. He's also a 400 hitter. The Athenians will run 3 400 hitters at you right off the bat, followed by a 333 hitter. Scott hitting 403, 25 hits on the season, 15 RBIs, 20 runs scored, 11 walks, 5 Ks, 3 doubles. So he's hit from the left side. Crawfordsville's got a duck on, see what happens.
Yeah, say bunt down the third baseline if I was a betting man. Yep. See what they can see if the third baseman plays good baseball or see what happens here.
And Scott is a good bunter. He shows bunt, pulls it back, gets it outside, ball 2. So Schumacher, there's Johnson bothering him at second base. Schumacher's a big, tall drink of water.
Yeah,
he's about 6'3", 6'4". Here's a bunt right down the third base line. Oh, that's it, no man's land, and nobody went to get it.
As I suspected.
You called that shot, Coach.
Without seeing the signs, just kind of knowing how Coach Froge likes to run the show here.
Well, and when it's at third base was playing even with the bag, wasn't even playing up. He made no attempt. He made no attempt to go get the ball, and that left Schumacher to look over and say, "Uh-oh, I got to go get it." Well, by that time, Scott's going to be could be halfway to second.
Runs like a deer.
Yep. So that brings up Caden Jones. Jones hitting .492 on the season, 31 hits, 33 RBIs, 22 runs scored. Scott gets a big jump off of first base.
Kind of surprised it didn't see him. Lionel Lawson's got a good arm behind the plate there for the Warriors. So, but still, wouldn't be surprised if
fakes it, doesn't go, ball up.
2-0 count.
Yep. So the Athenians are working the sophomore pitcher into a corner here early in the first inning. Catches the outside corner. Well, if it's that way for everybody, then that's just fine.
Yep. No, as long as we're consistent.
Yep. Edge of the ball on the edge of the black. That's more like a softball call. That one's outside. 3-1.
So if you're Caden here, you're probably
all dead red here.
Thinking fastball all the way because you know you got to get a strike.
Yep.
Because like you said, you don't take a big step back.
He takes a rip at one, fouls it off to the left, so the count runs full. Jones is up, big hitter, big hitter. 33 RBIs, we mentioned. His next RBI will move him into the will move him into third all-time.
That's
Well, there it goes.
There it is.
There's a knock up the middle.
He's going to go.
Scott's not slowing down.
Nice job by then Caden to slide over to second. So
just like at the Speedway, you just keep turning left.
Yep.
You know, and so Jones gets a single and an RBI. He moves to second on the throw. Scott never slowing down. Motors all the way to third base. That brings up Chase Dowell. 333 hitter, 21 hits, 6 doubles, 2 home runs, 19 RBI, 16 runs scored. And just right after this pitch, just another moment here for Caden Jones with his last hit. Big cut for Chase. He wanted all of that one.
He wants 2 RBIs himself.
He sure does. Caden Jones, with that last hit, gets his 125th career RBI,
amazing,
which moves him third all-time. That last RBI just moved him past Cameron Hobson. The next couple guys are a little ways to go, though. 150 Jordan Jackson, 164 Brett Motes. So it's going to take a few more base hits to
well, it's any time that you have your name in the conversation with one of the guys on the, I would say, Cam is on the Mount Rushmore of Crawfordsville baseball, if there was such a thing.
Yep, and Chase was fooled by that last pitch.
He breaker there.
Yep. He was setting up something different on the 0-2 and got the slider, and he goes back to sit down. That brings up Josh Blackburn. 2 ducks on for Crawfordsville, up 1-0 already at the bottom of the first. Blackburn, a 267 hitter. More coming. In the dirt, this is going to score a run. So
Caden's going to hold up.
No. So that will wild pitch Carson Scott in and move Jones to third base. Blackburn, 16 hits on the season, 19 RBIs, 7 runs scored, 3 doubles. He's been hit 5 times, 10 walks, 8 strikeouts.
With Caden at third, I'm sure that Josh wants to get this RBI the honest way here.
Yes.
Put a ball in play.
Infield in. Let the ball down a little bit in the dirt. Lawson snares that one. He had no chance on that other one. That bounced about 3 feet in front of the plate and got away from him.
Yeah.
So Crawfordsville has struck for 2 here in the first inning. There's a ground ball that. It's a tweener. Well, Blackburn gets the RBI, but he doesn't get the credit for the hit, so he's going to lose out on one there. But he does drive in the third run of the at bat for Crawfordsville, and he will reside at first base. Peyton Abney next up, hitting 174 in the season. He's got a dozen hits. 14 RBIs, 10 runs scored on the season, 4 doubles. He's got a dinger, and has been hit a couple of times.
Popped that dinger over at Western Boone that night.
Yes, indeed. There's a bad throw.
Oh, my gosh, that's going to get 3 on that.
Yeah, that's Blackburn.
He's going to have to hustle.
Doesn't even have
no.
Just keep on moving.
No.
So
up at 3.
There we go. So an E1.
Quick move over, a little sidearm swing there.
That caught Johnson, the first baseman, completely off guard. So, and that's going to bring Pat O'Neill out.
Conference call on the mound.
Yeah. Will this be another sermon on the mound? I'm going to use that, Aaron. I tell you what, I am going to use that till it's dead. That was so funny that other day when Coach Froge came out there and he stood at the base of the mound and had the infield there, and you could just hear him giving those guys the ever-loving business. And when you said it was the sermon on the mound, I giggle about it every time I hear it or think about it. So.
Well, no, that was pretty sedated there. So,
yeah, Coach O'Neill probably knows he can't bring the whipping stick out in the first inning, but
he's still sugar cubes at this point.
Sure. Well, he's got an 11-win team, 11-7. So that Abney chases one foul tip off for first strike. Yeah, and Coach O'Neill knows it. It's just 3 runs.
First year at Danville for the coach too, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, down there from Lebanon. He's got some experience before that. He's got some cred on his resume. Ooh.
Can't catch up with that one. That's Peyton's knock. He's got 7 walks and 21 strikeouts on the season, so he's free with the bat.
Yeah, always had really quick hands, gets the bat through, but not
fouls one off the fists.
Yeah, really. That fooled him.
Sure.
So that probably had as much a chance as it hitting him as him hitting it.
Yeah.
High and tight.
Yep. 0-2.
Just one away.
Yep. That one's outside.
Good job. Way to lay off that.
That's the pitch he historically will chase.
Yeah.
that little outside thing that keeps breaking away and away and away. You need a 5.5-foot bat to go get it.
Get your canoe paddle out. There's one. That's going to score.
There's a boot.
Boots that one. He's going to get two.
Oh, that's going to get him to second base.
Not be careful.
Don't be lollygagging the second to get the ball, son. E5.
Yeah.
And an RBI.
Good wheels.
Yeah, Abney can score on anything put to the outfield out here except for maybe a short fly ball. So the Athenians at-bat continues. 3 errors have produced a couple of unearned runs, and they're not giving their sophomore, Max Schumacher, very much help here.
No.
Wendelin up 211 on the season. He has gotten a couple of hits here, takes a strike. And a couple hits here lately to boost that average over the 200 mark.
Yeah.
He has 8 hits, 5 RBIs, 9 runs scored, but leads the team with 12 plunks. Foul tip. Falls behind 0-2. Number 7 in the order, Kellerman next. Brendan Dowell behind him. The Athenians giving starting pitcher Chase Dowell a 4-run cushion already here in the bottom of the first. Foul tip. Well, somebody's mask paid for itself right there.
Yeah. Mr. Lawson's parents are happy for that. His dentist might not be.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to fix a baseball foul ball right off the bat. That'd be a mess. Off speed.
There we go.
Holds up on that. Nice piece of hitting by Cale Wendelin. And, I almost thought Abney was going to run through the stop sign, but he took 2-3 big steps and stopped as Coach Froge held him up. So, single to left field for Wendelin. Advances Abney to third.
And this might be a case where hitting is contagious and errors are contagious.
Boy, isn't that the truth? That is so much the truth. That Crawfordsville just coming up with a big at bat here already. 4 runs. I would assume Wendelin will be going here, if not on the first pitch, pretty quickly. And with only 1 out, if Coach Froge, Will Kellerman is a pretty decent bunter.
Yeah.
If he would want to do something on that line. Wendelin holds. There's a line drive right back to short. Ooh, quick throw. He's safe. I shouldn't call those before the umpire does, but
not much doubt on that one.
Get burned on that every once in a while. So line shot straight to Jensen. Good velocity on it, but right at the shortstop.
Everybody's making contact.
And that'll bring the 9th hitter of the inning and the number 9 hitter in the batting order up for Crawfordsville. Bedall takes a strike. Brendan, a 289 hitter, has been hovering that 300 mark just about all year. 13 hits, 6 RBIs, 18 runs scored. Does have a hit by a pitch once.
Yeah, and these guys are good enough ball players. They are probably trying to work the pitch count here a little bit.
Yep.
Again, all the way through the order here, and just looking to wear him down a little bit. Assuming that Danville's not real deep on the bullpen, even though they'll have 2 days off, they'd have guys available, but. They've had a full slate of games this week as well.
And they lost last night to Lebanon, so that's probably where, dig their stats back up, probably where their number 1 went. Yeah, this is a rain makeup pitch outside. So this is that game that really tests the durability of a staff. If you don't have that extra guy, because foul ball.
Well, and I mentioned that before we got on the air, Jeff. With Crawfordsville, you're staring at a 2-headed monster, and it's got plenty of tentacles to go along with it. With Johnson and Chase Dowell, and then you throw B. Dowell and Jones, and it just keeps coming.
Brandon Dowell's probably going to pitch tomorrow against Park Tudor, and he'd be the number 2 or the number 1 on about a third of the teams around. There's a little looping liner that's going to fall right into the glove of Broderick. But Crawfordsville does all kinds of damage. 4 runs. I know there's 3 errors. There's 4 hits, 3 errors, and 2 guys left on base. So let's see. We'll do a quick pitch count here. 3, 6, 12, 15, 18, 23, 27, 28, and 5 is 33. So there's a substantial difference in the pitch count.
Just a little.
33 to 4. So. if they'd have gone back to the top of the order, Chase might have had to go back out to the bullpen to
warm up,
throw another couple of warm-up pitches. But Dowell needed 4 pitches to get out of the top of the first inning, and that will bring Danville's number 4 hitter up to plate here in the top of the 2. That's 319 hitter Taryn Lawson. 15 hits, 8 runs scored, 12 RBIs. He is, though, their long ball guy. 4 doubles and 2 home runs.
Wow.
Yep.
That's surprised. He's a big guy.
Yep. 1, 2, 4, 5. 5 home runs on the season for the Danville squad. As we mentioned, they got Frankfort, and next week is the Monday-Tuesday part of the conference schedule. So that means one less day of rest for anybody. The Athenians have got North Montgomery home and away on Monday and Tuesday. I know McCutcheon's in the mix next week someplace.
Yeah.
And also Frankfort, the last conference game.
Yep.
Frankfort.
Yep.
And I know Coach Froge was saying the other night that they were going to talk to Benton Central and see if there was a common open date to get maybe that one last game in.
Sure.
Since the sectional falls a little farther down the trail. Ball 1.
2 innings in a row. Unusual for Chase to start out with the...
Well, the last inning, that was the only ball he threw. So.
Good point.
Oh, this is going to be a 6-hopper. Johnson scoop, throw.
Nice,
that's
nice job.
There's your senior shortstop, ladies and gentlemen. Just timed that big hop off the plate, then took another hop right over the mound, so it took Chase out of it. Johnson just timed it until it bounced up off the grass into his glove and made the throw.
Flashing the leather.
Exactly right. The first web gem of the day. Lawson, not the fastest guy in town, but still legging it out pretty quickly. Ball just outside here. This is Gavin Hensley. Hensley with it's Hensley. Hensley. Cut, big swing and a miss there. 1-1. He's a .333 hitter. 19 hits, 14 runs scored, 14 RBIs. 4 doubles and a triple on the year. Fouls one back into our net. 1-2. As we said, Chase Dow 8-1 on the season. His 9th start.
Working quickly tonight.
Working quickly. He picked up a win on a save earlier this season. Foul ball back. Now, that's the one thing that I guarantee you, if you're going to stand in the box, you better be ready because Chase does not spend any time.
No.
He said, no, I don't want to throw that.
Dial another one. No.
He should have listened to Owen Bennett.
I think he actually might have missed the sign.
Oh, that could be. Yep, sun's up. Sun's high. Just gonna be over the edge of the football stadium. So, ooh, yes indeed.
Have a seat, young man.
Yeah. That one.
That totally fooled him.
That was not the one that was not the droid you were looking for.
No, not at all. That would be even funnier if it was May the 4th.
Yes. There we go. That'll bring up Nick Johnson. He's a .300 hitter, .343 on the season. Just misses. Doesn't hit, 7 runs, 11 RBIs. He has 6 doubles. So the third guy in a row that takes a first pitch for ball 1. So it's down, ball 2. Chase Dow dangerously getting close to 10 pitches for this half inning.
Oh, big cut.
Swing and a miss.
Filling up the sailboat fuel there.
That's it. And he was looking for something else and just about leaned into it.
Yeah. I think Chase has probably got that slider going tonight. Yeah. Comes out looking like a fastball, but then bends a little bit. So
foul ball back. Foul ball over into the 8th grade girls softball team playing over there. Saw Mayor Barton over there. His daughter is playing tonight. I think he's a press box guardian for the 8th grade softballers.
Outside,
just outside. So Chase on the season, as we mentioned in the startup, has a 6-1, nearly a 6-1, 56 Ks, 10 walks on the year. So he now has one of each here in this ball game. And that brings up Isaac McGregor, the designated hitter.
Big boy.
He sure is. And I did not write down his stats. I apologize. Throw back over to first.
That's just, I want to see if you'll get your uniform dirty right there. Not much more than that.
Yep. Oh, I know I didn't write stats down because it was on the back page.
There you go.
Called strike. Isaac McGregor, 333 hitter, but he's only 2 for 6 on the season.
Deceptive.
So yes, it's a deceptive good number. Outside corner.
All right.
We'll find out if he's a 333 hitter or not.
Yeah. Big boy, big zone.
Yep.
So let's see if Chase takes advantage, fills it up here. Nope. No. And that's, when you got the 0-2 count there, you're gonna see if test somebody's mettle.
Throw that one, that shoulder high fastball. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything on there.
Puts a bat on that and gets it between a couple of fielders. So that's gonna give the Warriors another swing here in the top of the second inning.
Well, now he's a 7. What?
Now he's 3 for 7.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He'll be back cleanup by the end of the day. So that's going to bring up Colin Rutan. Rutan's a 245 hitter, dozen hits on the season, 3 runs, 15 RBIs. Swinging a pretty good bat for the number 8 guy. Kind of puts the first ball in play foul. He's kind of like the Athenians do with Brendan Dowell.
Yeah.
Dowell's a 289 hitter and hits in the 9 hole, and Rutan is hitting in the 8 hole at 245. And then Marty Broderick, who's the number 9 hitter, is a 270 hitter. So they actually, they've kind of weaned through there. There's a swing and a miss on a not very good pitch. They've kind of gotten through their couple of lighter hitters now. Now they've got some guys that can set the table for the top of the order if they can get something going here. Next pitch, foul, just got a piece of that.
So Chase quickly out in front, 0-2, trying to cut this little rally off here.
Yep. Walk and a seeing eye single. That off-speed pitch pulled the string on Rutan, and that was the end of that story. So no runs and a hit, 1 walk, no errors. So the Warriors leave 2, 8, 14, 18, 22 pitches that time for a total of 26. So after a 4-pitch first inning, Chase Dowell just sitting right on the yellow, right on the green curve line. So.
Yeah. And brings up 1, 2, 3 for
the Athenians. Yep, the Athenians shoved all 9 to the plate in their first at bat. Got those 3 runs, 4 hits. Took advantage of 3 Danville errors. Schumacher would have been out of the inning relatively unscathed if he could have gotten a little help from the gloves behind him.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
They would have, Johnson doubled, and that scored before any errors happened.
The first error, was it not?
Was led to the RBI. It was
Blackburn.
Blackburn's E, that was an E4 that allowed Scott to score. No, that allowed Scott to score. Yeah, because Jones' RBI single drove in Johnson. So the first run was earned. I got to sit down and look at this. The second run is probably technically because there was an error behind it. But then there was a single. I think the first 2 runs are going to end up being earned. I'll double check, but.
The good news is.
Wait a minute. That sounded like Dave Rayner back.
I think it's just a good impersonation.
Oh, okay.
So I think Deontay's doing his best to
he's doing a good job.
Keep it colorful here up in the booth.
Ball in the dirt.
Yeah.
Johnson doubled and scored his first time up.
And quite honestly, as well as he squared that ball up, if the wind wasn't blowing straight into his face, that one was gone because it was almost at the warning track as is.
Takes a called strike.
Sure this gust is 20 plus at this point.
I'll bet when Trent hit it, I'll bet he thought it could have been gone.
Yeah,
because he really did hit that ball well.
Yeah. Outside.
Shows a
bone. He's just a little cat and mouse there.
Hey, watch me do this.
Yeah. Well, I think he's probably doing everything he can to try to get to a 3-1 count.
Yes.
He wants another watermelon coming into him.
Got time called. Yeah. Although the watermelon he got the first time up was on 0-2.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt about that.
So the sophomore sets and fires.
That's going to be
there's a rip.
Oh, Trent making it look easy tonight. Yeah. That was just effortless there. Just
got after that big game against Southmont. Now he comes up in 2 for 2 here. I think when I gave him a bad time the other night about going like 0 for 3 or 0 for 4, he must have taken it personally.
Well,
so.
I think there's a good bit of ribbon going on the other night during the game. It was Caden actually. He was safe. But it was a little chopper back to the shortstop, I believe it was, and Trent scored. And as he was walking back to the dugout, he was ribbing Caden when he was down on first. He's like, "Way to rip the ball, big guy!" So, the little things you miss when you're not in the crowd. But yeah, that's the two seniors just kind of keeping it lively. So
keeping it loose just a little bit.
Yeah,
squares up. Oh, and swings anyway. Oh. Well, that was a different pitch. Carson Scott at the plate, bunted for a single his first time up, eventually scored on a wild pitch.
Yeah, 0-2 here.
Yep. So now he's got to protect the plate. Johnson, average lead.
Oh, swing,
throw down. Closer than it looked. So Scott.
Coach Welton probably telling him you can get dirty.
Yeah. We'll wash that uniform. We're taking different ones to Park Tudor tomorrow.
Yeah.
Caden Jones, single and an RBI.
No, lays off that one.
Yep. Oh, I think it was coming in so slow. He really wanted to swing. Really wanted to swing at it.
I think it was coming in slow enough. It ran out of gas at about 58 feet.
Yeah.
So.
Didn't have a 3-foot arch on it. I don't think.
Not quite, but no, it's outside.
This is out.
Let's see. Trent conservative down there at first base.
Yeah,
he's taking a little. Still, he's not even been there now. He's getting a little bit more aggressive.
There's 3.5 steps. There's waits on one and pounds it foul down the third baseline.
Caden seeing the large gap between the left fielder and the line, and Caden is a good enough hitter. If he wants to take one opposite field, that's not any stretch for him to try to do that, and that's on an outside pitch, especially. We talk about hit the pitch, hit it where it's thrown, and that's exactly what happens right there.
And I haven't seen overwhelming velocity yet from Schumacher, so that'd be one of those, if you get a 70-mile-an-hour fastball, and if it's on the outside spot part of the plate, you can sure see it. There's an off-speed pitch that's
got under that one just a little. Wonky.
Wind's going to blow it around a little bit, but Jensen will float under it and get to it. So an F6. So Johnson trots back to first, his leadoff single now. Sitting with 2 outs.
And you don't want to squander it, so we'll see here if Chase can put something together. Struck out his first at bat.
Sure did. 333 hitter.
There we go.
There's a blast out towards right, but it holds up. It just gets underneath and kind of frisbees out there, and Hensley was able to float right to it.
Squared it up.
So a leadoff double by Trent Johnson is all the Athenians get in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and the one guy left on base. A much easier at bat for Schumacher and Danville, but it's still a 4-0 ball game heading to the top of the third. Dozen pitches, 45 on the day for Schumacher, 26 for Chase Dowell, as we mentioned. Crawfordsville again talking about tomorrow's ball game. They play at Park Tudor. It's a 10 a.m. start. If you folks are out listening on the World Wide Web, if you're going to be in the Indianapolis/Park Tudor area.
They're in Meridian Hills.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to head over there and cover the game for the Journal, and that'll give me enough time to get to the Speedway to cover the Grand Prix tomorrow. So, doubling up on that one.
Awesome.
That'll get me back in town in enough time to get my notes all done so I can go do Purdue baseball on Sunday.
Kind of different to see the cars headed north on the main straightaway.
Yeah, boy, they were flying there today. Wow, the track is freshly scrubbed down, and the cars are just getting out and going. Man, they were really hoofing it down the main straight today. So they were, as I was listening to some of the stuff that was going on, I was involved in a million and one details, getting ready for other things, but like waiting 3.5 hours to try and get a golf cart rental taken care of, but it's at the Speedway, and things always happen goofy at the track, but they eventually get done the way you want them to. So, but we got our golf carts rented, but they were saying that they were getting close for qualifications. They were getting close to, in the practice rounds, setting some phenomenal speeds. So they were very happy about that.
Well, I'm sure, like you said, with the weather, other than maybe fighting a little bit of wind, but a great day as far as being able to really burn some fuel.
Sure. Well, I know the first
swing and a miss.
This is Mark Broderick. He's the number 9 hitter, the last guy to get to the plate here today for Danville. A .270 hitter, 10 hits, 7 runs, has a double, 5 RBIs. Foul tip, straight 2. I know from just some conversation from around that back to the track a little bit, they're really looking forward to getting on a super speedway for the first time with these there's some new aerodynamic pieces. Oh, outside corner.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be outside.
Yeah, I think that had a little bit of tail on it.
Yep. And so anyway, they'll finish it all up. That they're really looking forward to getting out on the oval, getting on the super speedway, because they're really thinking they can start pushing some speed limits, records. So
it's been many years since I remember back in the late '80s and early '90s. Kind of, I would from my perspective, the height of Indy cars, and every year it was 220, 225, 230, and up and up and up they went. And then they've throttled things back. And then you had the split between kart and Indy and some things like that. But I think they're finally starting to get their act back together again.
Yep. Well,
another strike.
1 and 2. This is Reese Jensen, who flew out to center field his first time up. Yeah, it's basically now that they can make the cars go that fast. Now they just got to make them safe enough so that the drivers don't black out every time they go. Here's a 2-hopper to B-Dow. Fires. Yep. Good defensive play.
So, hey, Trent, my turn to show off here.
Yep. Took a good solid 2-hopper off the grass and scooped it up and made a good throw. So there's 2 up, 2 down for Danville. Logan Smith is the next batter up. He flew out to right field. Got one up in the sun. Jones didn't have any problems with it, but put that one up high in the sun right there. It can be a handful. First pitch for a ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6th batter that has taken ball 1. Here it gets underneath one. This is going to be a long run for somebody.
It's going to be foul.
And almost. I thought Scott had it.
They call that a fair ball?
No.
Okay,
no, it's a foul ball.
Okay, I saw him waving his hands.
Yeah.
So,
no. Our home play guy, he had a foul ball. There's no doubt there.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't.
Carson Scott had a little piece of a glove on it.
Yeah.
Would have been the second web gem of the day.
Sure.
I'll give B-Doll half a web gem.
Yeah, that was
good. It was a good 2-hopper. Made a good move.
They covered a lot of ground coming from third base. It's always nice when you're playing over there in the. Oh, there's a shot.
This make it a lot easier for Scott to catch this one.
He still, there he goes. Nice shot.
Hit it up in the air a little bit. Still a little reflections up there, but the Warriors go 1, 2, up 3, down 3, and chase 4, 6, 9 pitches. So it's all or nothing. 4, then 22, then 9 pitches. So 35 pitches after 3 innings. So he's still down below that old Mendoza line.
Yeah.
Let's see. We were talking about Park Tudor tomorrow.
Yep.
At home against North next Monday. At North on Tuesday.
And those are early games, I think, if I remember correctly. I think the way they.
Monday, Tuesday, is it?
I think they do. I think they change. Check your local listings.
Yep.
We'll have to investigate that.
Check one of the multiple websites.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Duggar can fire up a smartphone. What time are the North games on Monday, Tuesday? Don't guess. Look them up.
Come on, Duggar. Here, I'll do it.
All right.
You be comfortable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put you out.
Yeah, moving that camera handle there is a stressful job. So, the Athenians are up 4-0, bottom of 3, 5 hits on the day. They've taken advantage of not the 2 errors on the scoreboard, but 3 Warriors miscues, and. It's going to be middle of the order coming up. Josh Blackburn reached on an error his first trip up, moved to third base on a throwing error after that, and then scored a run on yet another error. So Blackburn, officially 0 for 1, reached on that error, but still plated a run. Next, Schumacher.
7 o'clock games.
Both 7. Okay, even at North. That's a little late for them. Ooh, this one's going to be trouble. I just wonder if Hensley Lost that in the sun.
Yeah.
It was a high flounder, and it was moving away towards the right field line. But Blackburn punches the first pitch down to the right field, and he'll sit at first now with a leadoff hit. The Athenians have gotten a base hit or better in each of their 3 leadoff batters.
This is encouraging, and this is what the guys needed right here, was to come in and put together a good bit of hitting here, and it's up and down the order too tonight. Everybody who's actually put the ball in play is even Blackburn's over to the second baseman. It wasn't a rocket, but it was well enough hit that it got there in a hurry. So
that's true. Abney reached on an error, drove in a run. That's
gonna be trouble.
A 3-hopper.
No.
All right. That's a tough play. I think I got to give Abney the hit on that.
Well, yeah, I'm not even sure with a good throw that he wouldn't have been safe. He runs well. So
so he chops one into the grass, and he reaches base for the second consecutive time. Blackburn moves to second. That'll bring up Cale Wendelin. Wendelin singled to short left field. His first time up. He was stranded, however. But the Athenians have got Danville thinks Cale is going to bunt down the right side. The first baseman is within shouting distance of. He's reach out, shake Cale's hand just about. And Cale's going to bunt it. That's called foul.
This is a situational baseball here.
Yep. Lawson hopped up from behind the plate and got the ball pretty quickly, but I don't think he looked at third base at all. He was waiting because Broderick had not gotten over to cover. He was headed that way, but he wasn't at first base to
Second
cover
had
yet.
Slid over,
So it kind of looks like they're going to give up the sacrifice unless it's just a direct.
Adjust the strategy here.
Yeah.
See what happens.
See if he punches it to this left side again. Nope, that's up. 1-1.
This looks like this is a possible fake bunt hit here. Let me see if I got my order right here.
Check your signs.
Holds off on
that.
Holds
off. Yeah. Are they going to check the umpire here? Nope. I'm just going to say not. I didn't think it was close, but that's one of those where never hurts to ask sometimes. 2-1.
I didn't catch that one. Coach Froad had too much going on there. So it's a large pizza, side of breadsticks.
Shave the Antonis. Oh, Coach O'Neill.
Now this
is not where you'd normally see a big confab, unless they are sensing something.
As much experience as Coach O'Neill has, and I'm sure his goal, when you look around the conference, everybody's, they're chasing Crawfordsville, and I think this is an opportunity here where he'd be looking to say, hey, let's play this one right. So this is a teaching moment, a coaching moment here to go out and help set these guys' minds straight as to what is exactly the right play. Let's not guess.
He probably saw a couple of guys break wrong or break slow or something, the first time through.
Hesitation.
So he just said, hey, you know what? We know what to do here. This is what we got to do. So
no doubt about it.
All right, so it's a 2-1 count for Wendelin. Corners are way up. Middle
they
infield.
Pulled both everybody, They're
going
to come back, they're going to.
Blackburn's not that far off.
No. I wouldn't have thought that's what he went out there to set up.
No.
But he's giving them hand signals from the dugout here, trying to get everybody exactly where he wants them.
Showing bunt. There's a rip. Oh, that's blown away from everybody. That's going to die in the grass, but it's going to score one. All right. I was looking to see if Abney was going to get the go sign or not. He didn't. He got the red light at third base. Blackburn scores from second. Wendelin comes up with his first. Let me look. That's his first double of the season.
Double of the season. Well, we'd much rather have those than the plunks, I'll tell you that right now.
Indeed. They don't hurt nearly as much. So that's 2 for 2 now for Cale, so he's off to a good start. So that brings up Will Kellerman. Kellerman lined out to sack.
Infield all the way in.
Yeah, well, it's 5-0 now, boy. You've got to stop this.
Nobody out.
Yep. Called strike. See if Kellerman can. Yeah, he gets anything by this drawn up infield, and 2 runs are going to score.
This
because
is just here. You're looking for a little Texas leaguer, just punch the ball over their heads.
Yep.
You don't have to swing hard here. Just a little check swing, put it somewhere.
Get one of those. Well, they have a little duck snort.
And get one, and Wendelin's got a pretty healthy lead over there too. So if you did it right, you might get 2 RBIs out of this.
Yeah, well, there's a wild. Well, that's actually going to be a pass ball. That's not a wild pitch.
Yeah, that hit him in the glove. That's just effort right there. You got to have more effort than that. And so I'll say right here, if Wendelin wanted to walk in, he could just about do it. Nobody's watching him.
Yeah.
The pitcher walks away. Now we got some action down in the bullpen.
A couple guys are heading down there. I see let's see if we can get back to a program here. Number 8. That's going to be Trey Duckett. Foul ball straight up. Literally straight up. So Kellerman's got himself an even count now, 2-2. This one's right back to the pitcher. That's going to freeze Wendelin. 1-3. So that's the first. That's the first out of the at bat. So Crawfordsville now with 2 runs in, runner on third, 1 out, bottom of 3, up 6-0. Brendan Dowell goes to dig in a little bit, backs out.
Infield still in.
Yep, swing and a miss. Dowell lined out to second base. If he hits that exact same ball this time, he's going to have an RBI, because that'll be over the second baseman's head.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure as experienced as Brendan is, he knows what he's going to do.
Looking to bunt. He bunts it foul. Wendelin was sailing in.
Yeah, he was breaking all the way.
Yep.
So again, this is Coach Froge with the 6-run lead now. He's working on some things here to how you manufacture runs in tighter ball games. That's all this is right here.
Put the pressure on your number 9 hitter to come up with a bunt. Lays off that one.
Nice job by Brendan.
289 hitter on the season, 13 hits, 6 RBIs, 18 runs scored. However, that guy gets on base and he never fails to get in.
Runs well.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt having Trent behind you.
Yes.
We've talked about.
Just get on. I'll get you in.
Yeah, we've talked about this. This is your second leadoff. Brendan for years and years and years actually batted in the first spot.
Sure.
Coming up through the system, and that's just take advantage of his speed, his ability to bunt for a hit, etc. So
will he be the heir apparent to lead off next year?
No, he's a senior.
Oh, that's right. He's the senior. Chase is junior. My bad. Totally forgot that.
I think you got your Carson is your leadoff hitter next year.
Okay. Ball 4. 0-2. Works it to a walk.
Right. And this is again the experience here paying off for the Athenians. You've got guys being patient, laying back on pitches, hitting breaking balls. Yeah. Not things you see from a less experienced team. Now you get runners on the corner here, and we'll see.
And a coach has trotted down to see how long before Duckett's going to be ready. So I think they're ready for him to be ready.
Yeah. We'll see here.
I think Schumacher's ready for him to be ready too.
What situation we work up. Yeah.
Trent Johnson.
Dowell, he doesn't wait at all.
No. And everybody. Ooh. That was a closer throw at third base than we probably realized.
Yeah.
Umpire was down looking. He was down position where he was supposed to be at second base, and that throw to third was.
Yeah, Lawson's got a good arm. That's what I said.
Close.
Yeah, I said that. He's got a good arm.
Yep.
So
strike
that's 90 feet, not 130 feet. So
True bill. Count evens out here. Dowell gets his stolen base recorded. 2 ducks on.
See if Trent can make it 3 for 3 tonight. Nope.
Just gets a piece of that one to fall behind 1 and 2. A double and a single for the senior. I know he's a senior.
Yeah. All this. Well, Pierman's not batting tonight, but
right.
Yeah, you get to see almost all the seniors.
Ball's in. Count evens up. you're wishing you'd brought your long pants in, and I'm now wishing I'd brought my coat in. It was 75 degrees on my thermometer.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I got
I
out of the car. I thought, I know that sun will go down, it'll cool off. I wasn't planning on this wind. Johnson rips one to third.
He's not going to
double clutch. He's going to get
him.
But Johnson's going to get an RBI.
And Brendan Dowell wisely advances to third, puts him 90 feet closer to scoring a run. So
Johnson scores Wendelin to make it a 7-0 game. Dowell now, Brendan Dowell, 90 feet away, pass ball, wild pitch. We've seen a couple of them.
Yeah.
So,
and I wouldn't be surprised here. This might be, there's 2 outs, but you got the 7-1 lead. This is, again, from a situational standpoint, you got your 2 fastest guys on the team, and Carr's an excellent bunter here.
Yeah.
You could almost see the suicide squeeze coming.
Well, he bunted in his first time up, bunted down the third baseline, and the third baseman just shot a gun at it. That's about all he did. Punches one to that side. This is going to take a throw. Just out. Yep. Just out. So good play at short. Good play by Jensen over there and a good throw. And that gets the Warriors out of the inning. But Crawfordsville scores 3 runs on 3 hits. Indeed it was. I do not have an error registered.
No.
And Vidal was left on third base.
The 1 run did score off of
there's a pass ball.
Yep.
Yeah. So those all count. So there is 5, 7, 8, 10, 14, 19, and 6 is 25 pitches. So I got a hunch Schumacher's done.
Yeah.
But that's 70 pitches for him. So now he can rest. He would only have to rest 2 days, so he would be available for their Monday game against Frankfurt, if that would be Coach.
Yeah, if so desired.
If that would be Coach.
Yeah. So, and I would
Coach
think
O'Neill's wish.
I would think here you get 1 more inning out of Chase, and with a 7-run lead, you might see some other guys start to get loose. You've got Saunders, Abney, Jones, Kellerman.
Yeah.
Vidal.
Yeah.
Take your pick. So.
Right. Would wonder. The only one I would think maybe wouldn't. I would think probably who gets to start tomorrow at Park Tudor. Does Vidal? I would think maybe. Although he's sure a guy you like to bring in relief. Maybe Jones gets the start tomorrow. Oh, maybe tomorrow will be the good day to throw Saunders.
Could do Saunders. Well, it's a varsity JV game, so he might.
Nobody cares about what the JV.
It still counts for your innings.
Oh, I know. Hey, Coach Bean, you know what? We're just taking your guy. That's all.
He's taking him all year.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah,
he's racking up his. It's not frequent flyer miles, but no doubt Cameron's getting to see a lot of miles.
Yeah.
There's a first pitch
strike
nice
by
job.
Chase. This is Jackson Wynn, grounded out to short on a really nice play by Trent Johnson, his first time up.
Swing and miss. Well, we haven't seen a lot of Kellerman yet this year. I don't know what kind of team Park Tudor's got, but Kellerman might be a guy they might try to get a few innings in on.
Ball in the dirt.
Jones.
Right. I mean, especially if you clinch at least a share of the conference championship tonight, you certainly want it outright. But you got 3 games next week, 3 conference games to do that with. I would sure think that swing and a miss.
Sit down.
Have a chair. 1, 2, 3,
4 pitches.
4 strikeouts for Chase Dow. 1 freebie given up.
Yeah.
And this brings up Taryn Lawson. Lawson grounded out to short. Oh, wait a minute. That was the really good play by Trent.
And you said 6-1 Dowell's strikeout?
Almost.
Yeah.
5.6 to 1.
Yeah, at least. Oh, there's a shot.
There's one.
Caden's going to have to. No, that's going to hook it. He lost that.
Yep.
That's
the other fence. The other left.
Yeah, he's going to try now.
Oh, no. There's too much of that guy to be going to third base.
Yeah.
That's Lawson's 5th double of the season.
That's all right.
Pops one out there to right field.
Caden was getting bored.
Yes. Yeah, I got up in the sun. He turned, and the wind blew it the other direction. Yeah. So that really put it.
It had a big slice on it anyway. So we're going to get a courtesy runner out there for the catcher.
Okay, I didn't see the number. We'll get it in a minute. It's going to bring up Gavin Hensley.
4?
Hensley took a called third strike.
It's like 4 for your pinch runner out there. Your courtesy runner out
there. That is Dylan Snyder.
And they're holding him pretty tight. Yeah.
He went on that one.
Yeah. And I'm not so sure even if he didn't, it wasn't a strike.
There you go.
That was a good pitch.
Hensley took a backwards K, his first trip up. He might be getting a forward K here. Although he checks swing twice, my guess is now he'll sit on one and get a called third on the curveball.
So. It's usually the way it goes, isn't it? But damn.
Oops.
No. Chase dropped down. So he's going to work on some things here, too. He's like...
Tried the sidearm fastball there.
Keeping up. Well, Brendan likes to throw that, so there's a little cousin rivalry going on there. That's over the top.
Got a throw down.
Uh-oh.
He's out. That's going to move.
That's right.
Well, that technically, though, allowing that guy to move over to third base has got to call. You got to put an ear on there. So that's going to end up being an E2 on the throw. That pulled Kellerman off.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up Nick Johnson. Johnson walked, was stranded at second base. Ooh! That whacked him right off the helmet. 8th hit batter of the season for Chase.
Well, you've said it several times. Chase does work inside. You know, all the pitchers do work the inside part of the plate. You know, most guys don't have as much power when you bring the ball inside there, and you try to saw them off. They're getting in their kitchen, as they say. So it's not unusual.
Yep, it's all part of the game.
Pitch runners on the corners, two-way.
Yep. Crawfordsville's got good grief. Crawfordsville's got 42 hit by pitches so far. On the year, that ball's up. This is McGregor. McGregor singled his first time up.
Yeah, this was the seeing eye single over there between first and second. Yeah, the 3.5 hole.
Yeah, that one's headed for the 8th graders. Are they still playing? Yeah, they sure are. Bad enough you hit the baseballs over toward the varsity gals playing baseball over there, or softball over there. The tough one, the 8th graders got to watch out for flying
the
baseballs.
Varsity softball team's hanging out here in front of us tonight.
Oh, okay. Ball up. Yeah, everybody's looking towards the last week of the season next week. Sectional pairings announced. Ball job. Boy, that, you know what, I think our home plate umpire decided that was a ball before it started to break.
Yeah.
It's one of those when you sit there, and all of us have umpired a little bit going, oh, I really wish I had that one back. Well, there's another big drive to right center field. That's going to get Jones on his horse one more time.
Yeah.
He's going to score one, maybe two.
Yeah, they're going to bring 2 in on that.
Okay. Oops. Oh. And there's a throw. Oops.
Oh, get him.
Oh, throw it.
No.
I'm not going to throw it.
No.
All right, so I got a 2-base, 2B, and RBI for McGregor. That's out there. And then I got an E4. That moves him to third base.
You got 2 RBIs off that.
Or 2, thank you very much. That scores Johnson from first and scores Lawson from third. That'll bring up Colin Rutan. So a couple of big pops to right center field here for the Warriors. Have gotten them off the 0 anyway. Inside, just off. Rutan struck out swinging his first trip.
Yeah, the crowd's probably upset that the pitch before the hit wasn't called a strike.
Yeah, that's a good point. Foul ball.
1, 2, 3.
Although that strike wouldn't have been a strikeout.
No. But it's a different setup. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
2-2 is a little different from 3-1. Gave him that one there. 1 and 2.
8, 12, 17 pitches on the inning for Chase. Ball out.
Up, evens it up at 2 and 2. Number 8 hitter here is Colin Rutan. Swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. That's going to be a throw. And out.
So now we talked about this. McGregor coming in. He was 2 for 6. And now he's 2 for 2 tonight. So 4 for 500.
500. He'll be leading the state by the end of the day. So a couple runs and a couple of doubles for the Warriors. Couple of errors for the Athenians to take that clean slate away there, and the one runner left on third base. So there is
other strikeouts
and two more Ks. Yep, 3 Ks.
3 Ks.
Struck out the side actually.
Yeah.
Around the doubles and the wild, and they hit by batter.
Yeah.
Hit by pitcher. All right, 4, 5, 9, 10, 15. I got 20 for that half inning. Double check my math if you wish. Or if you will.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Very good. 50 pitches through 4 innings of work for Chase Dowell, so he's certainly sailing right along as far as his pitch count goes.
Yeah, no jeopardy there.
Yep.
And again, he's win, lose, or draw. He's off the books for tomorrow, so I'm sure they'll let him I'll be curious to see if they bring him back out for one more.
Possibly.
Yeah, just.
But that still sets him up for Monday.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Or he or Trent both. They'll pitch Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. So,
all right. This is Trey Duckett in the pitch for the Mighty Warriors. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, and here, welcome to the show because you get to see Mr. Caden Jones.
Right you're only going to see a 490 hitter here. All right, who do we say? Duckett. All right, no decisions. He's 0-0, 7.5 ERA. This is his 6th appearance. He has only thrown 4.2 innings.
Okay.
6 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. So,
well, let's see what you got, young man.
That's right. Welcome, as you say. Maybe I write to the right guy.
Breaking ball, misses.
So Schumacher in very, very serious danger of evening his record at 1-1. Oh, just missed that.
This is
foul ball. Jones singled in a run in the first and scored on an error. Flew out to short his second trip up.
That wind is really picking up. Wow.
You can hear it through the windsock.
Caden does not want to take the plunk there.
Yeah. Well, he got hit Tuesday, didn't he?
Yeah. Not happy about that.
Yeah. Left a mark somewhere. I know he threw his bat about 80 feet. Oop. That one's up and in.
3-1.
Chase Dowell next, looking for his first hit of the day. Everybody has reached base for Crawfordsville once in one. I take it back. Kellerman and Chase Dowell have not. That pitch is up. Draws the walk. Dowell, swinging strike and a fly out to right.
He'll be taking on this, I'm sure. My guess is he's gonna take till he sees one because Coach Froge is gonna look to get this one over early if he can. Throw over.
Quick throw over. Strike.
Caught the outside corner there.
Yeah.
Chase is probably saying, "You better give me that."
Yeah.
Skips that one in there.
Yep. Lawson, nice job keeping in front of him.
Yeah. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
6 different guys have scored the 7 Crawfordsville runs here today so far.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's a good stat to have. It means everybody's contributing.
Yep.
Up and down the order. And that's why I said, coming into this, that's one of the things that we wanted to see.
Right.
There's
a high fly ball.
Towering shot.
Yep. It's another F9, so that's the first out. That'll bring Blackburn up. Reached on an error, drove in a run on that error, and then also singled and scored. So Blackburn's got the guy. He's the guy that has 2 runs scored thus far today. Jones
digging in. Josh is.
Yeah.
Jones. He's walking out. Another throw over. They're gonna check some things out here. Trying to think. Well, does Danville feed down into the same sectional that Northview's in?
Boy, that's a good question. I would assume
I think so. I think it's like Northview and Danville and possibly Sullivan and Greencastle. Maybe.
Yeah, makes sense.
Go back through that and check that. I was going to look at that earlier. That's what.
Called strike there.
Somebody yelled runner. Got everybody.
Everybody
moving.
Everybody excited.
Yeah. Everybody but Caden.
Yeah.
He was going the other way.
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't want my signal.
I don't have any green lights on.
One out.
That one's in the dirt.
Now he's going to go on that one, though.
Yep. Ball bounces up and around. Blackburn sits at 2-1.
Yeah, stays in the box there. Doesn't give Lawson a clean line of sight over to the second base bag.
Doesn't help him, but doesn't interfere with him.
No. You can stand there. You don't.
Yep. Just can't start moving into his way.
Yeah.
Oh, runner goes.
Again.
There's a throw. Oh boy, that's.
Oh no.
Tagged him up high like
that.
Yeah. He gave him that because the throw beat him.
The throw beat him, but the tag was that.
Wow.
No. Yeah, that was. No instant replay on that one. No challenge.
Yep.
Coach Froge probably. The look on his face probably tells the umpire everything he needs to know as far as whether he agreed or disagreed.
Yep. And that last pitch was a ball, by the way. It's 3-1 on Blackburn.
Yeah, Lawson's got a good arm.
Yeah, he got it down there in a hurry.
Yeah, quick release.
Strike there. Fills up the count.
You talk about the pop time on that. I think he's been doing this for a while.
Right.
So. Good pop to pop.
There's one that's going to be hard to field and throw. That's going to give Blackburn his second hit of the day.
Tough shake there for Caden, because that would have put him over at third.
So that would have, or else after stealing third, he should have been.
Yeah, I'm sure
that have scored him.
Well, yeah, absolutely, that would have scored him. So yeah, if you get the right call, so either way.
All right, so with 2 out, Blackburn at first. Peyton Abney, who has reached base twice, reached on an air, drove in a run in the first, infield single.
Strike.
Steve Reich.
An outside corner again.
Okay. Hitting here in the bottom of the fourth. The Athenians looking to add to the 7-2 lead. Again, a win tonight. Finish this thought in a second. Ooh. Big curve.
Lordy.
Man.
It is not where he catches it, sir. It is where it crosses the plate. Oh my goodness. That looked like something you see down at Elston.
That's right. Big old loop. That one's in the dirt, and Blackburn can't go.
Decides thinks better of it.
Yep, finishing that thought from a second ago. If Crawfordsville wins tonight, it will guarantee them at least a share of the Sagamore Conference Championship, because it will give them their 11th win with 3 games to play. It will put Danville out of the mix with their fourth loss, and only Tri-West, there's a foul tip, and only Tri-West has 3 losses. And left with 3 games to play. So
be a 2-horse race, and Tri-West would have to win out, and Crawfordsville would have to lose out.
And that's just to share it. So now if Danville comes back, then it's a whole different story. And Danville's back in the mix. Although Crawfordsville, there's another foul tip. Although Crawfordsville still got to lose more than they win. So it's all in the Athenians' hands. I mean, no matter what happens,
control your own destiny.
Yep. Yeah.
Take care of business tonight, and then just keep going from there. And you'd like to say all these games are important because they're about building momentum and really sharpening things up going into the state tournament.
That's right. Pitch in the dirt.
Nice job laying off that by Peyton.
Yep. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Abney.
Yeah, and this is first inning pitched.
Yep, still looking at this is Duckett on the mound.
Yeah.
He is in relief of Schumacher. Chase still up a little ways. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So Abney's wasting some pitches anyway.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Unless you're cold.
Nah.
Cold's all relative.
As I say, I don't, and you can always get warm.
Takes a while, but it can be done. Pitch.
No, he laid off. Nice job. Nice job.
Fills the count up.
Thought of it and thought better of it. That's a good sign for Peyton right there.
Ninth pitch coming.
That's one traditionally that he'd be tempted to go after with that high cheddar.
Yep. Payoff pitch coming up here. Foul ball. Oop, doesn't get back to the base, so it's foul. Stays foul.
Now, here's
10th pitch coming.
Coaching opportunity for Blackburn because he ought to, with full count, 2 outs, he ought to be leaving on the release.
Sure. Somebody's probably yelling that right now.
Yeah. You gotta,
hey!
Yeah. So you gotta.
You're not even being held at first base.
No, not even close. He needs to go now. Yep, there he goes. There he got it.
There's going to be a tough play. Pitcher's got to get to it, and he does. So, just like you practice it in spring training. 3-1 on that put out. So it takes 10 pitches to get Abney out, but he finally does go down. And no runs and 1 hit for Crawfordsville in the bottom of the 4th. There were no errors, except for that one umpire call. And one
well played, Mr. Nelson. Well played.
And one left on base.
Well, if the progression continues, the Athenians will score 2 runs in the next inning in the bottom of the 5th. Because it goes 4-0, 3-0, and then 2.
Yeah, then it'll toy with us. Yeah, we'll still end up playing 7 innings. So,
oh
well.
We'll see what happens.
See what happens here.
Dowell back out on the bump for.
Yep. Dowell stays out. 50 pitches, so he's certainly well within any criteria. Set up right now to win his 9th game of the season. He would go to 9-1, by far and away the most wins of any Crawfordsville pitcher.
How you were looking at the stats earlier? I wonder where does that put Chase career-wise? I'm wondering.
Excellent.
You had the master tomb of Athenian baseball knowledge.
That's right. Well, I got the golden book is what I got here. I get one every spring because I got so mad at Coach Froge about 8-9 years ago. He has one just about every year. I didn't have one. And I was covering all kinds of games, and I saw that thing, and I gave him such a bad time in front of a whole bunch of people. So he always tells me I get the first one off the press every year now.
There's a swing and a miss.
I'm sure that's a lie, but it still makes me feel good.
I don't want to call him out, but they hand those out at the banquet in June or July. Maybe it's there we go. Nice job at Chase getting after it there. It's the first one for public consumption.
That's right.
Maybe. If you want a bootleg copy, let me know.
That's it. I always figured I always thought I was a dear enough friend that that one's in the dirt.
Pops out of Bennett's glove there.
All right, walks, hit by pitch, wins. Wins in a season record is 14 by Corey Rice. Trent had 11 last year. There's a one-hopper to Abney. Nicely done. The gloves have been solid for Crawfordsville. They do officially have 2 errors, and they're kind of goofy errors. One's on the drop third strike that got a guy from second to third, and I got to double check on that. Something's got to get the guy to third base. That's I know there was a throw on the K, but I know there was an error out here
somewhere.
Well, Abney when he was running the ball back in on the relay.
Yeah.
So I know there's one for sure. Called strike. This is Reese Jensen, excuse me. So I don't have. This one's going to be a play for Chase. One hopper off the plate.
Nice play. Oh my gosh, what a strike!
Once again, that's the third baseman experience when Chase isn't pitching. Yep. Fields that cleanly and just comes up and fires. So career pitching. So
Chase wasn't on the.
Chase wasn't on. He was less than 14.
Less than 14. So you'd think that with 9 this year, he'll certainly
get up. I'm sure he's got to be in the 14-15 range right now.
There's
another comebacker. So. Well, and there again, Aaron, you've been talking about the every other inning. Chase had 4 pitches in the first, 9 pitches in the third, and 2, 3, 7 pitches in the fifth.
So yeah, he's got. I was looking at my little spark line on pitches here. It's the same thing. Short, long, short, long, short.
There you go.
So now we'll see what Wendelin, Kellerman.
Bottom of the order. Yep.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9 for Crawfordsville. Now we're not only talking about championships, but we're also talking about getting done early.
Yes.
Oh, that's Mrs. Fro just got the big bag of peanuts down there. So Kellerman's down there munching on peanuts.
Yeah, we'll give the shout out to Big R. I think that's where she does her shopping for the peanuts. So
I got new pair of blue jeans at Big R yesterday, so they were on sale.
Good deal. Oh, you like that? My favorite 4-letter word.
That's exactly right. So let's see what all of our fans have been listening to. Crawfordsville, our next broadcast, our next telecast will be Monday. You be here on Monday? Wouldn't miss it for the world?
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Back from work in time?
Yeah, no. Well, the only thing that will play a little bit of havoc on the Monday game is Madison has volleyball practice, so we'll probably have to flip with Nikki for who's driving. So
okay. Get your 2-headed coin out again. Right?
Yeah.
Don't let her call it. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, anyway, that's our next telecast is on Monday, 6:00 here against North Montgomery.
Yeah, I can never get her with the heads I win, tails you lose.
Sometimes. So and then of course North hosts Crawfordsville on Tuesday as the Sagamore Conference plays early games next week. Wendelin
holds up on that
high heat. 2 for 2, Cale Wendelin driving that .211 batting average up into the stratosphere tonight.
I think the take was on there.
Yeah, the umpire didn't buy that little flinch.
Yeah.
1-1. Cale singled. Lays off that. Doubled his first double of the season. Yeah. Maybe the first double of his career.
No, varsity wise.
First varsity double.
Yeah,
okay.
He had a triple last year down in Tennessee on the JV circuit.
Okay.
So it was
pitch up 3-1.
Oh, he's taking on this one.
Oh, I would imagine. Reach base in 3 different ways. Single, double, walk. Cale's just not the cycle kind of guy. Ball 4,
free ride.
I can see him getting a triple. That home run one's going to be the hard one to fix.
You'd be surprised if you came out and watched him in batting practice.
Oh, really?
He can actually hit him off. He hits him off the fence on a regular basis. Now
he can hit Coach Welliver like he's a BP coach.
There you go. Yeah. So I don't know. We've yet to see that kind of power in a game, but yeah.
It'll come. Yeah. It'll come. Will Kellerman's up next. Will is looking to get on base for the first time. Line drive out, ground ball back to the pitcher. His 2 trips up, throw to first.
Wasn't able to basically fall back over to the bag. Not much of a lead over there.
Not yet.
Let's see. A strike. Yeah.
There we go. Called.
Take was on all the way there.
Sure was.
I think Coach Froge probably. We got to hang 5 on these guys. Not out of the question, but
yep. Right down the third baseline. The third baseman gave up on it.
Oh, he's safe. Yeah. Kellerman hustling down.
Yep.
Let's say. Luckily, everybody. I say for the Warriors, the short slid over and covered third because Wendelin took a look.
Yep.
And so nobody out, 2 on.
So
Dow and then top.
So now 7 and 8 got their work done. They're both on base. Now your 289 hitter comes up to do something, move these guys at the very least.
Yeah.
And then the mashers come up.
Yeah. Strike.
Dow
shows bunt.
Doesn't attempt, but gets the called against him anyway.
Gonna try it again here.
Yep, he's officially 0 for 1 on the night. Lined out to end the first inning. Walked, stole a base, and got stranded at third in the third inning. Runners move away. shows bunt. That ball goes outside.
And typically, if memory serves me, when you see a guy square around like that and you're pitching, you usually try to pitch him inside on that. And that's not what's going on here. He's making it easy for Brendan to. There's
whoops! Oh, and that's going to bunt the exact same spot, and that's going to be tough.
Nobody.
Look at this. Third baseman holds the third. Duckett's got to go for the ball, and everybody's just got too much speed.
Yeah.
So a bunt, 1B. So Dowell's at first. Kellerman moves to second. Wendelin slides in safely to third. And everybody got a good jump.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's recognizing it. The bunt was up in the air, but it was nowhere close to being caught, so the guys just take off.
Even if the pitcher would have made a complete horizontal layout for that today, everybody should have been able to get back safely.
Trent Johnson doesn't, if he isn't going up there with his teeth bared here.
Yeah.
Missed out.
He popped that first one all the way out to the track. So
a double, a single, drove in a run on a ground out. His 3 trips to the plate. He has been most productive.
The wind's taking a break for him here.
Ball down in the dirt, 2-0. I don't know how to tell you this, young man, but you got nowhere to put him.
Yeah, and here we go.
Coach O'Neill's going to go out and remind him of that too, probably.
No, we're going
to have a switch.
Yeah, this is right in the middle of that bat, too, no less.
Yep. He didn't like those 2 balls in the dirt, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's going to bring it look like the first baseman is running in to get a different glove, so that's going to mean Nick Johnson coming in. And that is number 15, as we anticipated. This will start a raft of defensive changes for
16 coming out to play the first base.
Okay.
Got him.
I'll get a name here in a minute.
Sam Sparks. He is a junior for the Warriors.
So Sparks will end up hitting in the. Well, no, Sparks technically is coming in for the pitcher, Duckett, because Duckett came in for Schumacher, who was being hit for by McGregor. So it'll be in the 7th spot. So that's where that guy, he may be getting hit for. So, all right, let's dig out the Danville stats here. Nick Johnson, 9.55 ERA. 0-0 on the records. 8th appearance. Johnson, 7.1 innings.
Did I read it wrong?
11 hits, 10 runs, Sparks, 10 earned runs.
Sparks at first.
5 runs, 6 Ks. So, but the Warriors are in a world of they're in a world.
Nobody out. Bases juiced. Trent Johnson.
Yeah, Crawfordsville's 406 hitter is up.
Yeah.
Handing the ball and just say, good luck.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yep. We're not asking much.
We got your back.
That's right. All right, now I'm trying to remember what are the rules? I believe 2-0 makes him Duckett's hitter. If it had been 1-0 or 1-1, it would be, or 0-2, it would be Johnson's hitter. 2-0, 0-0, 2-0, 0-2 are both Duckett's hitters still. That's only if you're looking to having to do the box score in another hour, sitting at your office in the Journal Review.
As I say, I'm glad you got that straight. I'm just here for the senseless commentary.
There we go. Hey, this wonderful banter that keeps all of our viewers from falling asleep.
I'm sure,
or puts them to sleep faster. The Aaron and Jeff show, they're like Sominex. Take these guys and fall asleep. So
take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Well, Johnson takes ball 3.
See if he's got the green. No, he's got the green light here too. Just about.
He just about wore the green light there. So Johnson walks, forces in a run, so he gets his second RBI of the day.
Caden will see here if
Wendelin in to score. Kellerman to third. Dowell to second.
Caden has paid off Scott to try to walk. So the bases stay juice. He's like, I want some more RBIs. That's why I told the other night, I'm like, that just made, I was teasing Caden through the fence the other night after Trent hit the home run. I was like, that just makes Caden mad 'cause there's not
nobody on base.
Not many ducks on the pond.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the heat is on because this, no matter what now, Nick Johnson's got this guy on his own.
Yeah.
Carson Scott will get his
outside.
Yeah,
not much velocity here either.
Scott singled on a bunt in the first and scored. 0 for 2 since that on a strikeout and a ground out. But I'm sure all these top 4 hitters for Crawfordsville with the bases loaded going, I want a piece of this.
Infield's in, so
Yep.
This is
inside.
Yet to throw a strike.
Yeah,
two balls to Johnson and 3 now here.
3
so
here.
5 pitches, and Caden got his wish.
Yeah. Now he's got to take.
Yeah. No.
You get a call there.
And now he's got the green light. Short lead. Yeah. Short lead Trent.
Make sure the line drive is through.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
He wanted the 2 or 3 RBIs on that.
Yeah,
one.
he's looking at that gap over there. The right fielder's playing pretty close to the line, and the center fielder's playing almost straight away behind second.
The hits on between those guys will roll to the pool.
Yeah.
There's just foul.
Still would have scored 2.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the guy hugging the line down
there.
Oh, Coach Welliver gets his exercise.
Yeah, if that ball dies down there on that line, it takes somebody a happy minute to go get it. Dowell's way too fast. He got that way.
Yeah. Well, look at him. He's a third of the way to third base already.
Sticks out of bat and fouls one away. That's going to make it the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here.
Just staying alive, as the Bee Gees would say.
That's it. Planted that foul ball right in the rocks over there. Full count here for Scott. Base is juiced full of Athenians in their striped blues and yellows tonight.
Yeah, the old school.
Yeah. There's a rip.
That's through.
Well, that's going to score your 2. Johnson won't slow down. He's heading for third.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so
ding
Jones,
dong right there. Well, it broke up the progression on the scoreboard, but that's all right.
And, somehow I just don't think your complaints are going to be, it's not too bad a deal. So
anytime you can score double digits, you'll take it.
That's exactly right. So that moves Johnson there. Scores Kellerman. So Kellerman scores his first run of the night. Brendan Dowell scores his first run of the night. So now 8 of the 9 hitters have scored at least a run. And Caden Jones is
Jones is giving Scott a noogie after the game. He's like, I wanted those guys out.
Yeah. Well, he's still got 2 on. He can end this game. Oops. Oh, look at this.
What happened there?
Lawson went to throw it. It got out of his hand and went to the middle of the grass.
I saw the ball. I didn't see the setup on that.
So that's going to be an E2 that scores Johnson. That'll fire Caden up. Now it's an RBI that goes away.
Well, does he still get that?
No.
Okay, that's right. No,
you got to get hit to force him in. You got to walk to force him in. You got to get a base. You got to do something to cause him to score. Jones, fair ball, out at second. Got to tag him. Can't do that. So, all right. So that puts us with 2 outs. Carson Scott moves to second.
Caden's not happy about that.
Chase can end this. Chase can get his. Sorry, folks. Sorry to the Dowell family. Chase 0 for 3. The only guy that hasn't scored a run yet today. He can. However, he can end the game and pick up his 9th win of the season. All he's done is strike out a half a dozen guys. Takes a called strike there. Should get that number exactly.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ks. I was right.
6 and 1 walk.
And a walk. Yep. Right on the ratio. Just what he's been doing all season long. Ball in. Evens it up. Well, a single. I would imagine that single's going to score the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah.
Only 1 out, so the Athenians have a couple chances to get him in. Ooh, just outside.
Yeah.
Thought he might get that one.
Yeah.
Thought he might get a pity call there.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that's what that first strike was.
Oh, okay, so he's already got his one.
I think he's got his gimme.
All right. Now the umpire is knowing it's 11-2.
He's thinking,
Ooh. You were saying? You were saying?
No comment. No comment.
Counselor, would you care to retract your comment there?
No. I still think it's a bad call. It's all right. That's why I'm up here, not down there.
Oh, my.
See,
Nope. Yep.
Your Honor, Exhibit C.
Yes. Well, it evens out. That pitch was better than the one before that, so.
This is the one spot where the averages aren't what you
No. Ooh.
That got him.
Hit him anyway. Well, he didn't award him first base. He didn't.
I didn't. Huh. They got him on the shirt.
Sure looked like it. Yeah. Well, I'm going to put it down as a BB for now, so not that it makes that much difference.
Yeah.
The center fielder.
Neither one counts it as a bat.
The only bad thing about this is it puts the double play on potentially.
Yes.
So they're going to run courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner.
Be Luke Mangold.
The runner at first base,
so,
29, Luke Mangold.
So Luke is a courtesy runner. He just needs to see if he can break up a double play or do whatever he might need to do. Or maybe just touch second base. Maybe all he needs to do.
Yeah, at this point.
Blackburn has been really productive today. Reached on an error and scored. Here comes the first pitch. That's how new this pair of pants is. I forgot to take the sticker off.
You love it when that happens.
I don't want to read that. You need to know how fat I am. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Your secret's safe with me.
Yes.
Get through their ball.
Two hopper. Oh,
nice.
The baseman comes up with a nice play. That was Wynn. Wynn had an error earlier and had a couple of other iffy things.
Flashing the leather there, that was a hard hit.
That leather out.
That was the only place he was going to play it to get Blackburn out.
That brings up Peyton Abney, so now the pressure's all on Peyton. So Abney has reached twice. I was talking about Blackburn. Blackburn reached on air, scored, singled and scored in the third, and reached on an infield single in the fourth. So that was his first sit down of the ball game. Abney, pitch outside. Abney is the ninth hitter of this at bat. The game-ending run is 90 feet away.
Yep.
Just got to figure out a way to get him in. Lays off.
Nice job.
Ooh, lays off that thing.
It's the high cheddar.
Yep.
It says, give me one I can drive.
First base is open. I mean, not that Johnson really wants to pitch to another guy, but...
Look into the dugout for some advice here.
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
On another day you might say, well, let's put him on and pitch to Wendelin, but Wendelin's reached base 3 times today, so that's in the dirt.
You might get a pitch to him anyway.
That's it.
I mean, the advantage of putting him on is that it makes it a force at any. But that's
true.
It's kind of pointless here because you got 2 outs.
Yep.
So.
Strike. Automatic. Yeah. Automatic. 3-1.
Looks like if we don't end it, we might see a different Athenian pitcher. Somebody down there throwing in the bullpen with Pierman catching.
Oh, tried to look a breaker away and didn't work.
Full count.
3-2.
Got to do something here, Peyton. 2 outs. Do what you got to do, son.
Yep. Infield's up just enough.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. All right. We'll play the 6th. So Crawfordsville puts 4 on the board. 1, 2, 3 hits, including 2 bunt singles. There was 1 throwing error that got Johnson in. Yeah, just that single error, and 2 guys left on base. All righty. So we're sitting at 11-2.
Now Chase trots back out.
Chase, he's going to go for the complete game. I don't think the Crawfordsville pitching stats have complete game data.
I didn't see it last time I looked.
Games played, games started, 1 loss, save opportunity, blown save percentage, hits, runs, earned runs, base on balls, Ks, hit by pitch, ERA, and their whip. Nope, no complete game. So Chase, 45.1 innings, 6 innings tonight.
What's his pitch count, by the way?
Oh,
I think that
ain't
is
very
on,
much.
That, no. For the season, I was curious.
It's not on this.
Oh, really? Okay, because I know it's on one of the sites that I've used.
Is it really?
Yeah,
okay.
There's a pitch count on one of them I've looked at.
That's fielding stats. This is courtesy of
Coach
Coy.
It might be on. That's probably off the Game Changer. Let me see.
Yes, this is definitely off Game Changer. I didn't print Max Preps today. Printed Max Preps. Well, actually, I printed Max Preps for Danville. Do they have a pitch count anywhere? No. So don't go to Max Preps. It's not there.
Well, I could have swore it was somewhere where I looked.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Baser number 6, Jackson.
There we go.
Oh, no, here it is. It is two on Max Preps. It's on the third set of categories in pitching.
Yeah.
Number of pitches. So, all right. So if we get a minute, we can go back to that.
Oh, I just was curious.
Sure.
Just mileage on the arm here.
There you go. Jackson Wynn is up 0 for 2. Rip. Oh, there you go. There's a web gem.
No. Let me just say that right now.
Right ahead.
Let's see.
There's the number one. There's the number one web gem of the night by Vidal. Snags that would-be double.
Now wait a minute. What do we do at shortstop here? Do we put? That's not Johnson.
That's not. Is that?
It's either Fitzwater.
Looks like Fitz.
Yeah. Let Johnson
all right.
get off his feet, I guess.
This is Lawson at the plate. We're looking at pitch counts and talking about Seedall and not realizing there's been 18 personnel changes in the field. Well, that was Dahl. That was B-Dahl that snagged that line drive. I
my
guarantee you
goodness.
that.
Hopefully that was on the camera.
There you go. Pitch ins.
Oh, said it got him.
Nicked his knuckle. Okay. Well, Lawson doubled and scored one of the two Danville runs in their fourth inning. And, all right, so that brings up Gavin Hensley. Strike.
Nice job.
Strike 2.
Well done.
Yes. Hensley is taken a called third strike and swung at a third strike, so he's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 2K. 0 for 3K.
Have a seat.
Yes. 2, 3, 6, 7th strikeout of the day for
2 hit batters.
Yeah.
One walk.
On one walk.
It's kind of an odd stat to have more HBP than walks.
Yep. There's one of the guys that got hit. This is Nick Johnson, who is currently pitching. He got hit by the pitch in the pitch in the fourth inning and eventually scored.
That's the one that came off the dome, if I remember correctly.
Right.
I was actually that's going to be double play. Oh no,
a little slow there. Only needed one.
Only need one. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Yeah,
so it would have been, could have been.
Well, the one pitch, one out. The Dow there on the hot corner took care of business. I forgot about that one. So
there's 1, 3, 6, 8. So that is the fourth inning with less than 10 pitches.
Yeah,
he had 65 pitches through 6 innings. He only had like 60 pitches in 6 innings the other day. No, that's when he got beat. They got beat. No, that was against Southmont. Sorry. So, hold on.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, I can mind nothing right away.
Danny, I think, is still looking for a ride over to the game.
I told him I'd give him a game there. I'll give him a ride there, but I can't bring him home because I got to go to the track.
Okay.
And I'm not going to drag him around the speedway. I love you like a brother, Danny, but I'm not going to drag you around the speedway.
Well, my guess is Danny, that if you got over there, somebody would bring you home. So, we'll see.
Now, you can play the odds, or
I think it's a safe
or you
bet.
can thumb it home from part 2.
You can get an Uber.
Yeah, there we go. wonder if Courtney Whitehead's coming back to visit his parents this weekend.
No, we were talking about that today. That's the Crawfordsville connection over there. Coach Whitehead, former Crawfordsville player.
Standout player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really good basketball player and baseball player.
Yep.
So Nick Johnson will trot back out. He has got to keep Crawfordsville off the board. 1 run ends it here in the 6th inning. The Athenians batted around twice in this game. They sent 9 to the plate in the 1st and 9 to the plate in the 5th. Left the bases almost loaded. Left 2 guys on in the 5th inning. Yep. This will be Kyle Wendelin. As we said, Kyle's due for this triple here.
Yeah.
He has singled, doubled, and walked, scored 2 runs.
He's got the take on right here. So.
Okay. Yeah. This will be play small ball, I would guess. Get somebody on and just there's a strike.
Yeah. Taking all the way on that.
Yep.
Ball outside, evens the count, 1-1.
Bottom 3 for Crawfordsville, but that's exactly what we had in the bottom of the 5th. All 3 guys got on base, and all 3 scored.
Yeah. That's a strike.
Strike. Yeah. It just makes a coach happy when the 7, 8, 9 hitters get on base without benefit of an out.
Well, Jeff, I had said that, in one of the other broadcasts that, the old adage that the bottom of the order won't lose the game for you, but certainly can win it. Yeah. So Wendell lays off that one, little breaking ball there.
It up.
So. Yeah,
and they can make things so much easier too. You take Cale scored 2, Kellerman scored 1, and Dell scored 1. Oops.
That hits him.
Got him.
So
that's number 13.
13 on the season. So
that's 1 away from tying a single season Crawfordsville record.
Yep. And I will tell you, Mr. Nelson, Cale has actually gone out and looked. The state record for the season is, I think, 25 or 26.
Oh,
but
man, that's a lot of bruises.
But it's a big drop down. I think then next is 21.
Okay.
So he was like, hey. So. But I'm sure he's happy tonight with the double and the single.
And the walk and scoring 2 runs.
Yeah,
Kellerman takes a strike.
Been in a bit of a slump here lately, so
there we go.
I'm sure he's glad to
get
off the snide.
You betcha. Kellerman bunt single, scored a run. In the dirt.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to challenge unless you got a ball that really gets away from
right. No, this is just play to get this guy. Let's get Cale to second and then bring the big guns up and see if somebody get a single and score him.
Outside.
Nick Johnson's in relief of Duckett, who is in relief of Max Schumacher. And so the Warriors tonight using 3 different pitchers, none of whom have seen extended work this year. There's a rip up the middle. That's going to... Oh, he's going to hold. Red flag. Red flag.
Yeah. Well,
that's all right.
Sure, this is what you're going for here is 1 run.
Oh, sure. So do you send B-Dowell up to bunt to push those guys over, or do you?
Well, he's just trotting back from the bullpen here. So Jeff, Max Schumacher, I've been waiting to say it the whole time. So it's the month of May, and we don't have the Grand Prix anymore, the U.S. Grand Prix in Indianapolis.
Oh, but we got the IndyCar Grand Prix.
We do have the IndyCar Grand Prix, but I've been waiting to throw in we could do the crossover, the Schumacher.
Right. Boy, he dominated those couple of F1 races that were at Indianapolis. My goodness, gosh, he was a great driver.
And that was Michael
Schumacher.
Yeah, yes. Max is the
president. No, Max wasn't. Who isn't Max Schumacher the president of the Indianapolis Indians?
I don't know. Now you're.
Yeah, I
thought there was a Max Schumacher that drove also because I thought there was.
Yeah, I think there was.
Yeah, you're the sports expert around here.
We're bouncing all over too many plateaus here. Missed. Yeah, I think Max Schumacher is now the retired former president of the Indianapolis Indians.
That makes sense.
He's a great guy, if I remember.
Yeah, that's my father-in-law. He would know that. He's sitting down there, but I'm not going to yell at him.
Called strike.
He's given that. All right, so I'll quit complaining about it.
We just got to get this run. That's what we got to get.
JV.
Called strike.
So I'm getting an update here from Duggar. 5-4. The JV is up or down? The JV is up on. Who are they playing? Who are they playing, Justin?
Bouncer and
Say it one more time. I can't.
Southmont.
Southmont. Oh, okay. JV's down at Southmont tonight.
Got it. I thought I saw Tony Bean here before the game.
Yeah.
He must have hustled down to South.
Yeah, my guess is they.
That's probably a makeup game from one of the multiple rainouts that we've
Absolutely.
had. All right, base is full. That's way up and out.
Down. So the base is juiced.
Well, here we go again. Yeah.
They're playing a little. Yeah. The ball's bouncing around the end.
Yeah.
So this brings up.
It's a pinch hitter. So.
Yeah. So we're getting.
Yeah.
Well, now.
Cade Fitzwater.
Well, Cade replaced Trent in the field.
And he's going to replace him at the. Plate too.
This is curious. Cameron's gonna get him. I guess they're gonna reward him for not going down and pitching at Southmont.
Yeah.
Let him score the game-ending run here.
All right. So Cam pinch run. So he's the runner that can end the game, and they announced Trent Johnson. So we'll not do that.
No,
this is Cade,
clearly Cade Fitzwater.
Cade Fitzwater. Cade looking for his first hit on the season. 0 for 3.
Be a good place to pick it up.
Yeah. Well, he could end up drawing a walk and forcing in the game-ending run.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of strikes here.
2-0. Called strike.
Yeah.
2-1, Cade Fitzwater. Game on the line. Ground ball. Well, that's nice. Okay, here comes a throw. Nice play. Nice play at the corner.
That's so
by Wynn.
Yeah, so Wynn getting in on the plus side of things there with the defense. He's helped more than he's hurt. He had the one error earlier, and he watched the one ball kind of out there. And
couple of didn't hustle so much.
Out there in no man's land. But he's had a couple of good plays.
Couple good plays
nice
here.
Job.
So that extends it by at least another at bat. Carson Scott. Same situation. Nope, this is not Carson Scott. I'm sorry, this is Mangold.
Mangold, everybody getting a shot here.
Yeah, here we go.
Somebody get this game over. Oh, lost a channel there, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's back. One away,
Yep.
bases juiced.
Bases juiced. Luke Mangold. Oops, that all blows away.
Ball's
Ball up. Let me just check here. Luke, I am your father. 133 hitter. 2 hits, 15 at bats.
That ball's in there for a strike. Yeah. Got that elbow pad on the left arm there. Just take a cut.
Yep.
Get through
that. That's going to end it. All right, one base hit. Everybody touch a base. So Mangold comes up with a big hit and an RBI to end this rascal.
Everybody had fun tonight at the plate, except for, unfortunately, for Chase. But he certainly did
more than the win. Yeah.
More importantly, he did his job, and that was to put these guys down. And we talked about it at the top of the broadcast. Some dangerous bats in the Warriors lineup, but Chase absolutely took care of business tonight. 2 runs on 2 hits. And then 2 Athenian errors with you got a little bit of crazy ball behind it, but nothing too bad. But all things considered, a great game for Chase.
Chase finishes up throwing 6 innings of ball, and all the numbers that you just mentioned. The 3 hits totally allowed, one single in the second, and then 2 hits in the 2 doubles in the fourth, and that resulted in basically the 2 runs. So he moves his record to a 9-1 overall. His ERA will drop even further below the 1.0 mark through 65 pitches on the day, and
excellent,
and scattered those 4 hits. So. Just a great effort by there. The Warriors, as we said, 2 runs on 3 hits. I've got 2 Crawfordsville errors. Got to check. The one on the called drop third strike is an iffy thing.
Yeah.
And there were
8 hits.
4 runners left on base. So that's all. They're a very, very off night offensively for the Warriors. Crawfordsville, 12 runs on 14 hits. tonight. Did I add that right? 4, 5, 8, 9, 12, 14. There were 4 Danville errors, 10 Crawfordsville runners left on base. Let's see. Johnson scores 2. Blackburn scores 2. Wendelin scores 2. Kellerman scores 2. Everybody reaches base at least once except for Chase, and he only struck out 7 and walked 1 to pick up the win. So we'll give him that mulligan there. So the Athenians claim at least a share of the Sagamore Conference Championship. And just a note on that, this is. I got it all over the place here.
While you're looking for that, I would say probably from
here we go.
Coach Froge's standpoint, the thing he has to be happy to see tonight is everybody up and down the order swinging the bats, putting the ball in play.
Yep.
And the offense is continuing to get resuscitated here. We went through a nice stretch at the beginning of the season, down a little bit, and now, again, we're kind of back on the upswing.
Absolutely. This is now a share of the 24th Conference Championship for the Crawfordsville Athenians baseball team.
Stunning.
It is the 22nd Conference Championship or share of for Coach John Froge. He wins his second. Congratulations. We were talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Froge on Tuesday night, the game we did, won his 750th game. We missed it. They won Wednesday also, so he is now 752 wins. 752. So congratulations. This championship now for the Sagamore Conference Championship is the 6th this decade.
Yeah.
For Crawfordsville. And
you look at it, and more importantly to the guys, now they know when they walk out of here, the seniors in particular, they've contributed a plaque every year now, if I remember correctly, because the rules are you have to be 20 wins or a conference championship or a sectional championship, and you get the plaque on the wall of fame down here when you walk in, so that guarantees them a plaque. I'm sure the bigger prize is still at hand here because the sectional is the one that has eluded them here for several years, so they'll be looking to try to add that onto their trophy case, so to speak.
We'll talk a whole bunch about sectionals next week when we come back. We'll see you on Monday for the North Montgomery game, I hope.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very good. Well, folks, again, thanks much for joining us. The Athenians win at least a share of the conference championship with a 12-2 6-inning win over Danville, and 19th win of the season. Just the Athenians keep rolling along. Glad to have everybody along this evening. We'll see you on Monday night, the next broadcast here from Crawfordsville High School. So for our entire broadcast crew, we say thanks again. See you on Monday.
Take care.